Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is my 39-week pregnancy update. I cannot believe we made it this far. It is still super hot outside and I'm sometimes so done to be pregnant now, but let's jump right into the update. This week has been extremely hot here in Germany and it's just getting more and more exhausting, and I have those days where I'm like, I'm so done being pregnant because I have had all those symptoms that are telling you that labor is near, but there's no labor yet. Baby's still super comfortable in there. For example, I've had Braxton Hicks contractions still all week. This time it was different though, because they were really consistent, or I had them for over an hour. They lasted over a minute and I had them every 3 to 4 minutes. And I was like, they were not necessarily painful, just uncomfortable, but they were super consistent. So people were like, oh no, Braxton Hicks contractions are super inconsistent, but mine were not. So I was really confused. And then at one point when we were walking, I had really strong, painful back contractions that moved all the way to the front. And so I had to stop and like actually breathe with them, but nothing happened after that. I had all those symptoms that people tell you, like when you lose your mucus plug, that means labor is near. I've lost it twice now and nothing happened because it rebuilds, you know, and then I lost it again, nothing for me. Same as when that's TMI, but when your bowel is like clearing itself and it's getting more liquidy, more soft, that it shows that your body's preparing for labor and emptying everything out. That has happened so many times by now and still nothing. And I'm just like, okay, how will I know that labor is actually starting when my body keeps doing all these things to prepare for labor and then nothing happens? So when it comes to those symptoms, I've been really tired, I've been really uncomfortable, lots of pressure down there. My breasts are really engorged and painful sometimes, and my dreams have been crazy. I have so vivid dreams. You can tell I'm all over the place. For example, this one night, it was actually a kind of interesting dream. Since I've had all those symptoms and those weird contractions, I had this dream that we got up in the morning, my husband went to work at 7:30, then I had this really kind of crampy feeling again and I was just feeling uncomfortable and I was like, oh, maybe I need to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom back there and I thought I had to go, but nothing came, like no urine, no bowel movements, nothing. So I came back into the bedroom and then I had this pressure down there and I was like, maybe it's just gas, and I wanted to pass that gas, so I pushed and all of a sudden her head came out and I was so confused. I was like, what the heck? And I was screaming for my sister because she is with us still, and she ran into the bedroom. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, the baby is coming, the head is here already, and call my husband. So she was looking for the phone somewhere and she couldn't find the phone, and then like I pushed again and I pushed her out. And I had her in my arms and I was like, she's here. And I looked at the clock and it was 8:03. I was like, oh, that's a really specific time. Like my husband has been at work for half an hour now. So I was just like rubbing her back so that she would breathe and everything was fine. She just like stared at me and it was so cute. And then my sister eventually got a hold of my husband and he was like freaking out. He was like, what, I missed the birth? And he came rushing home, and then he was really upset that he missed the birth. And I was like, why didn't you tell me that you have contractions? I wouldn't have gone to work. I was like, I didn't know. Like I've had those weird crampy contractions that I've had for weeks now and nothing changed, but all of a sudden she came out, you know? And then he just calmed down and then we were just snuggling together and just enjoying the moment, and then I woke up. I was like, that was a really cool dream. I mean, my labor was super easy and she was here all of a sudden and it was like, wow. So yeah, that's probably like a little fear in the back of my head that I have, that I'm just missing the signs of labor since I've had those contractions on and off now, that I just don't know what the real deal is. And people are like, oh, you will know. I'm like, nah, my sister didn't even know. She thought it was just Braxton Hicks contractions, and eventually went to the hospital and she was 8 centimeters dilated, and they're like, oh, you're having a baby like soon. And an hour and a half later she had her baby boy. So, and she's like, she didn't even know. So yeah, I'm a little worried about that. But then like last night I had this dream. That's why I woke up so irritated and annoyed this morning, because she's just not getting here. And this morning I had this dream that one of my friends, she has a baby boy. I think he's 2 years old now. And I had this dream that we visited her and her boyfriend in the hospital, and she had her second baby, a baby girl. And I was just so mad because I was like, I've been pregnant this whole time and my baby is still not here, and you got pregnant after me and you already have your baby. That's not fair. Which is weird because she's not pregnant. Like, at least I don't know that she's pregnant. So I was like, so upset this morning. Why are you having your baby already and I'm not? And I just woke up really pissed this morning. I was just like, I want to be done. But then again, it is that heat wave outside, and it's just, everything's exhausting. I'm taking naps every afternoon because I'm just so tired now and just so done. And I'm saying that as a rainbow mommy. I know that most of the time I'm just really thankful to have her inside of me, and that she's kicking and doing so well, and that she's safe in there during that heat wave, and I'm really thankful for that. But sometimes when I get those vivid dreams that just irritate me so much, I'm just like in a really bad mood. Especially when you have tried everything out there that is supposed to jumpstart labor. We did it all, from nipple stimulation to sex to walking like crazy, eating pineapples. I am still eating dates, and I even ate more dates to help. Nothing happened. I have been drinking red raspberry leaf tea for weeks now. What else? I can't even think of things. Like, I've been trying so much. I mean, I was not like, oh, I need to try everything and she needs to come out now. I was just like doing it for fun. But nothing helped. Like, nothing even gave me contractions or anything. And especially now, this one day, like two nights ago, and during the day I cannot go outside, it's just too hot. But at night, my husband and I were walking. We live in the mountains, so it's really uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. We walked for over 2 hours. And I had really bad back contractions that I actually needed to stop and like breathe and to get over them. And there were kind of a lot of them. So I was just like, oh, maybe it's starting now and finally something is happening. And then I started to get this really bad pressure in my right back hip. And it was like this pain going down my thigh and down into my heel, my right heel. And I just couldn't walk anymore. And then that night, this hip pain was bothering me all night. I couldn't really lay down. I couldn't get comfortable. Every time I needed to go to the bathroom, my knee would just like give in, and I was like going down like, whoa, what's happening to my knee? And I've noticed at that morning, I noticed that she is head down, but she was like the wrong way. She was facing anterior, which can be really painful for the mom and the baby. Not a bad position for birth, but it's not the best position, and that caused me pain. So the next day I tried meditation, and I was like laying my body on like a gymnastic ball, this huge gymnastic ball, and I was having my knees on the floor, and I was just like kind of like moving around like this, and my belly was just in the air, hoping that this baby would turn. Every time she was moving in there, I tried to do it a lot, and I meditated for like 40 minutes. And eventually I noticed that she was trying to turn, and then she actually made it, and she was turning posterior. After that, my pressure in my hip was like, the pain in my back hip was gone. Nothing anymore, and I could walk again, and I was pain-free. I mean, I still have the pressure down in my pelvis area, but the pain was gone. I was like, oh, thank goodness this is gone, and now she's in the correct way, the best position she can be in to be born, which is awesome. So yeah, that's something that went on. And then last night, we went on a walk again, uphill, crazy uphill. I was so exhausted. My legs started hurting so bad. No contractions though, nothing. And then there was this like view tower. It has like 200 stairs to go up. So we went all the way up 200 stairs, no contractions at all. We arrived on top of it, and from there you have a view all over the mountains, and you can actually look to the Czech Republic and Austria. And in Austria there was this heavy rain thunderstorm that you could see like far away, and it was just really crazy and it looked really amazing, but I didn't have any contractions. So we went all the way back down. I was like, this is weird. Like this time we actually did big exercises. Nothing happened. So I don't know. I think she's just really comfortable in there, and she's just not done yet, and she needs more time. Maybe it's the heat still. It's supposed to cool down by the end of the week. We'll see if that actually happens. And then some people say that when it cools down, the babies will come, and we'll see. I'm excited to just meet her. I can't wait to meet her, and the weeks just feel so long and stretched out now. I'm just so ready to hold her in my arms and kiss her and snuggle her. You can tell I'm like really moody sometimes. Like I'm thankful that she's safe in there, but I'm also done. I'm just like really mixed emotions, and I think that's totally normal even as a rainbow mommy. In the end of pregnancy you're just like and when it is so hot you're especially like Oh, and some stats. I did get stretch marks. Many people have asked me, do you have any stretch marks? It doesn't look like you have stretch marks. The past week they really came out, like on my, but only on the bottom of my belly. And on my right side it's really bad because she kept kicking there and it just really ripped and stretched everything. But now I also have it on my left side, but not as bad. They do itch like crazy, and especially when I'm sitting down. My belly is so low that it is laying on top of my thighs, and then I start sweating because it's so hot, and then this water builds up right on that place where my stretch mark is. And it's so itchy, it's crazy. I'm just like, ugh. So I'm trying to spread my legs really wide so it doesn't touch my belly, because that's, oh, it's so itchy, and I'm trying not to itch. Yeah, that's something that is really annoying this week. I did weigh myself again. I lost 1 kilogram. So now I am 8 kilograms away, or now I gained 8 kilograms from my pre-pregnancy weight since I've lost 1 this week. And the measurements around my belly are 102 centimeters right now. So I've gained another 5 millimeters. So yeah, that's what this week is about. I'm exhausted. I don't know if we will see each other for a 40-week pregnancy update. We will see. Next week is my due date. Next week is also my birthday, and I'm just hoping that she will get here before my birthday because I want her as my birthday present. I want to snuggle her on my birthday. We'll see if she will actually give me that gift. And if not, that's okay. That she will get here whenever she's ready. In the end, I will show you guys my bump as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, whatever that may be. Bye guys.